as a result of this program, what are you more interested in learning and pursuing as a result? What do you want to learn more? And, it came up to you and you felt like, okay, I need to learn more about this, or I need to practice this more. Anything that stood out for you?
I think something that stood out for me was in all of the talk about negotiation, as well as in interviewing and networking. It came up a lot. Just a common theme among some of those topics was presenting the value that you bring people as an applicant, or even just as a contact. And that's something that I think I can always be better at, or can work at more, because it's something that I hadn't really thought of as much in the context of quantifying you're always trying to get a position, and I think, like Noelle said, a lot of times you're kind of pitching it as you versus the company, but realistically, you're trying to present what you can do for them. And I think that that's something that I'm definitely going to work on doing a little bit more, and hearing other people's stories about how they presented that information in different situations was really helpful.
I think I'd definitely like to learn more about negotiating, particularly to see different, I know we looked at a few strategies, but to see a wider array of strategies and examples of people are almost an example that feels more attributable to me, because I can't with the example that we saw, I can't look at that example and say, well, I brought this big customer in per se, especially in an early career, or even sometimes in the tech industry at all. So something like that would definitely be something that I would want to, keep digging into.
Yes, that's a great point. I completely agree, because there's so many scenarios in negotiation. Like we did a salary one, but then there is so much more, right? It's so much complex. I agree. Negotiation and to a large extent networking. I think both of them are so much work in progress. I second that.
Something I kind of want to keep learning about is, I feel like we touched upon it just a little bit, but not a lot, with good reason, just because it's a weird topic to talk about, but just kind of how to navigate those awkward conversations and situations that pertain to that could have a little hint of you being a woman, and how that kind of affects the conversation, or affects the way someone interacts with you within the workspace. I think that's just something always ongoing to learn about, but I'm always interested, why do we have these differences? Why is it so subconscious that these things happen? And I'm always just really interested in learning more about that, and kind of the maybe the psychology behind that as well.
Yeah, that's so interesting. And there is so much there. Your interest is totally justified, because, these implicit associations that are there, there's so much history behind it. And it's probably a great suggestion to include as a segment, to kind of be more conscious about where it comes from. It just makes everything concrete in your head. So that's a great suggestion.
Another thing that we touched on, especially toward the end of the sessions, was how many resources that there are just at CASE. I think we had a class on networking and just all the management opportunities that are just already part of the undergraduate curriculum. I would definitely want to explore those a lot more. I've got time to do it, and they all sound extremely useful.